Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's video of mindset and the future. And I've been spending the day processing and thinking about a lot of this and how it's coming about. And so we're going to jump around a little bit, but I think it'll be well worth the time. Working on the idea of your mindset. Every moment in your life is either an opportunity or a crisis. And your mindset starts to determine which one of those two things it is. For example, we're in the midst of this COVID situation. School starting in a couple weeks, and it looks like it's virtual only. So a lot of parents are overwhelmed and stressed. So it can certainly be considered a crisis. But amongst all of this, there's opportunity, right? During this time of lockdown, before this, I was a local school, and I could only serve people within so many miles, usually about 5 to 10 miles within the school. Since COVID, I've been contacted by a bank in New York, and I'm now teaching all of their employees' children martial arts classes virtually online. And I got off the phone today with a school district from Tennessee. They're looking to hire me to teach their physical activity classes when the kids go back to school in a couple of weeks down there. And school hasn't even started yet. So while COVID is a terrible thing and can certainly be seen as a crisis, there's been several opportunities that have helped me grow and be able to share my information and knowledge with a lot more people that otherwise I never would have been able to reach. So anytime something's coming up, you really want to look at it with a critical eye of, what is an opportunity that I can learn from this and not just seeing the crisis. Now, granted, some things in life are going to be a high crisis. So I'm not saying that it's never going to happen, but all too often I think people go to crisis mode too soon and don't look for any potential opportunity. One of the examples talking about parents and preparing for school. We've been talking the last couple of videos about the influence that parents have on their kids. So it got me thinking about a story and a situation. I was working with a 5-year-old probably a couple months ago now, and I made a reference. We were doing a lesson and I made a reference to Bugs Bunny. And almost immediately, the young girl goes, I hate Bugs Bunny. And it kind of took me off guard with number one, how fast that rejection came out and how harsh. And this is from a 5-year-old and it's a cartoon. I get not liking a cartoon, but it was, we hate Bugs Bunny. And so I looked at her and I'm like, well, why do you hate Bugs Bunny? And she's like, we just do. And she couldn't really give me an answer. Well, I spoke with the mom afterwards at the end of the lesson, and I said, I'm just kind of curious what happened that your daughter really hates Bugs Bunny. And instantly, her mom said, we hate Bugs Bunny. The same tone, the same harshness, and the same immediacy. So just imagine something as simple as not liking a cartoon, the parent transferred to the child. So in the further conversation with the mom, the child had never even seen a Bugs Bunny cartoon, but it was already programmed into her brain to hate Bugs Bunny. So without any knowledge, without any information, without any opinion of her own, a 5-year-old is now growing up hating something that she's never even seen. So again, a TV show, a cartoon is something pretty simple. What's going to happen with something that's important? Which gets me to the idea and the point of going to school. Right? I get that you're probably stressed and maybe even overwhelmed with school coming up and all of the variables and everything that's going to happen, but what are you projecting onto your child? Oh man, this school year is going to be awful. I can't believe they're doing this, and school teachers and the school district are terrible people. And if you keep saying that over and over again, your child's brain is always recording. And that's what they're going to start to hear. School is bad. Teachers are awful. The school district, the administrators, the principal, whomever, right, are selfish, or all the different things that we start to hear. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm asking you to think about what you're saying out loud and projecting onto your child. Because in the end, you're potentially going to hurt them going to school when they have a negative mindset, right? They don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes they already don't want to go to school. Why give them extra ammunition? Well, my mom says the school district is stupid. My dad says that the principal is an idiot, or that, whatever it is, right? Think about what you're saying and don't project it onto your child is basically, I guess, what I'm trying to get to. So what other things are you going to do to help prepare your child for this school year in a positive way? How are you prepping them for this new form of learning? In a lot of instances, you don't know yet because there's too many variables, and I get that. So to help out, I am starting a new Facebook group for parents that are interested in creating a community and using the wisdom of the crowd. And I'll be now helping you navigate through some of the ways to help your child learn in this new environment. So if that is something that you're interested in, you can just leave a comment below and say, I'd like to join or something of that nature, and I can send you the link, and you are more than welcome. There's no charge. This is a community service that I am offering to parents to help you navigate this new time, because I get that this is going to be a whole new form of learning. The institution of school and education has been behind about 50 to 75 years, and now with this new virtual learning, it's going to be at least a good 100 years behind where it needs to be to help our kids. So that's what I keep wondering again is, how are you preparing and helping your child to get ready for school? One of my favorite quotes that I use all the time, I was talking to some family today, and came up probably about 4 or 5 times back to back. Walt Disney's quote about keep moving forwards. And the idea is I'm doing all kinds of things to grow the business, grow the school, help more people, reach more families every day, all the time. And I don't take things personally, right? So it's like, well, I did this and I didn't get the result that I could have. Or I was trying this and I thought it would work, but it didn't work very well. It doesn't matter. I just keep moving forwards and I keep doing things. And then guess what? Opportunities like this bank in New York and this school in Tennessee start to pop up. If you're not paying attention to it though, people will say, well, yeah, I got lucky. I didn't get lucky. I have been working every day since the COVID shutdown on how to do things virtually, how to be a better teacher virtually, how to reach more people. And so we're doing all kinds of things every single day. So luck isn't involved, it's hard work. But if you don't pay attention to what you're doing and you don't keep track of it, you don't know what it is, so therefore then you say, well, hey, you know what, it's just luck. So the final thing that got me thinking then was, once I got to keep moving it forwards with Walt Disney, is think about people like Walt Disney, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, all of these innovative thinkers that really revolutionized their industry, whatever it is that they were doing, and they were way ahead of their time. These thinkers basically were able to change everybody's mindset, right? Walt Disney changed everybody's opinion of what an amusement park is. And now you have different degrees of what they are, but everybody knows Walt Disney is at the top, right? If you want the best experience, you go to Disney, right? And you can debate about Apple and you can debate about Tesla, whether you love it or not. But again, they've revolutionized or opened up a category that didn't exist before. What my point is they were ahead of their time. Today, now is the time that new businesses and business owners and adults need to be able to think and create in order to survive. By the time your kids get to the job market in about 10 years, it's going to be required. So going back, schools are already 100 years behind in teaching methods. They're not going to be able to teach the kids, and they've never taught the kids to be creative, to be thinkers, and to innovate. It's a lot more about, follow the rules, obey, and do what you're told. And so think about that curiosity process, that when your child's a baby, they're nothing but curious. The world is curious to them. They put things in their mouth, they're looking around, they're touching, they're feeling. And then we take them we put them in school and we say, sit at your desk, do what you're told, and this is how it works for the next 12 years. And then we send them out in the real world and we say, we want you to be able to think and create and solve problems. It's backwards. It doesn't necessarily work. And, right, it just is what it is. I'm not pushing blame on anybody. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but this is what we're dealing with. So with the mindset that I have of keep moving forwards, what are we going to do to help the kids prepare for this future that's going to require that innovative thinking, right? AI is speeding up and it's coming faster and faster than we ever thought. We were thinking 40 years, now it's down to 25 years that it's going to be an absolute requirement that any job that doesn't require thinking is going to be done by a robot. So I'm interested in making sure that our kids don't fall into that category of not being able to survive and having to be handed a government check on welfare their entire life because they were never prepared. So that's my thinking. What is your thinking is what we get to. So if that's something that you're interested in, by all means, leave a comment below on the video. Let me know, what are you doing to prepare your child to be a thinker? Let's brainstorm. Let's put some things together. Let's use the wisdom of the crowd to get an idea, right? Because even small little steps in the right direction are going to help. It's our responsibility to prepare the kids for the future. School's not going to do it, right? You send your kid to coding camp so that they can learn coding. In 5 years, coding's not going to exist as we know it today. Right? So there's a lot of little missing pieces where you have the right idea, you have the right intention, but without the full formula, it's just not going to work. So let's get the conversation going. Put some comments below. Let me know, what is it that you're doing to help your child be a thinker, to be a creator, and to be able to thrive in the new adult world that they're going to face in the next 10 to 15 years. If you're interested in that parents group for free about navigating this school year, leave a comment about that. I'm happy to send you an invitation. We're going to have some good conversations in there about what's going on. It's going to be real time, so you're going to be able to put in your thoughts of, hey, we went to school today and this is what happened, and you're going to get feedback. So let's get the kids prepared. Let's have an awesome school year this year. Let's not listen to all of the noise and the bad thoughts, because those are easy. Let's focus on the good things. Let's make the kids better. Let's make the kids stronger. Let's make our kids thinkers. All right? Have an awesome day. I'm going to go get ready to teach some awesome classes, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.